Hello and welcome to Swiss Cheese Trails. This is my hike across Switzerland, even in the winter. Thank you for joining me this morning. I know, I'm hiking across Switzerland on mountains and I don't like heights. Good morning and welcome to Swiss Cheese Trails. Walking across Switzerland on the Alpine Panorama Trail. I am here this morning, starting segment 11 in beautiful Lucerne. If you can't recognize this city, you will. Well, you should by this point, because I have had Christmas market videos online, and of course we did segment 10 that walked down this hill, across town, across the bridge. So that was the end of segment 10 from Zug to Lucerne. Today we're segment 11 from Lucerne to Malters. It's a short hike today. I'm actually going to combine two routes, I hope, if the weather holds. And so segment 11 is like I say, it's short. It's about 13 kilometers. Not a lot of up and down. We are going to walk across a ridge line, Sonnenberg. Sonnenberg, from what I can tell, is the house mountain of Lucerne, much like Uetliberg is the house mountain of Zurich. And when we're up on the ridge line, we're just going to have these beautiful views of Pilatus. It overlooks the base of Pilatus and then all the way up. Got videos of Pilatus coming next week. Another roller coaster, summertime next week with Pilatus. So I'm looking forward to that. Stay tuned, subscribe, make sure you get all that good stuff. And by all means, use your 360-degree capabilities to look around the famous covered bridges here. This is the primary photo shot of Lucerne. Just look at how beautiful this city is. It really is one of the most beautiful cities around. Thank you for joining me this morning. I'm going to go a little farther downstream here. All right, it's a Tuesday here in Lucerne, and this is where the Tuesday market's set up. It's just great stuff. Really looking around. I'm loving the view. I hope you are too. I have a lot of video on Lucerne. I think we just ended a couple of internal city shots, so again, this should look familiar. We need to not necessarily pay attention so much right now because the national route number 3, our panoramic trail, is right here, but also route number 4 and route number 7. So we all combine here in Zurich, or in Lucerne, and we walk along the Rus. We'll get a signpost here. Look at this overhang in front of me. You got to spin around to see it. I'm gonna walk under. I really hope you get a chance to go back and look at the Lucerne City videos and the Christmas markets. We've got a lot of things to do here in wintertime. I know the views are not as awesome as they are in the summer, but it's still pretty great stuff here. It's Switzerland in the winter. Can't complain too hard. All right, I really haven't gotten very far because this city is so awesome, but you can see a Christmas market setting up. Look at how beautiful this street is. Down here, I just spin around. Yeah, I never get down some of these streets. Oh, yeah. Enjoyed it. After I finish the Panorama Trail, National Route number 3, I am thinking about number 7, which crosses through here and goes down that route. And then it starts in Basel and ends up past Lugano. And I've done the sections down by Lugano. And I've done some sections up by Basel. So if the Panorama Trail is the northeast to the southwest, Route 7 is the northwest to the southeast. Just makes sense for me to crisscross, don't you think? Make a comment. Tell me what hike you want me to do after this. This is only segment 11. We got there's a total of 29 segments, so what's my math there? 18 more segments. We got a long way to go here. All right, this is for my VR friends. I'm just gonna point the camera and get out of the way. Straight across is the cable car up to the first level of Pilatus. Then you get a gondola all the way to the peak. Cool. Spin around if you can. Hi. We have made it just shy of the peak of Sonnenberg. I'm looking at it, so if you spin around you can see where the cog train ends, which is the peak up there. A bunch of trees, and I don't want to lose this view, so I decided to film from here. Quick recap, we got Mount Rigi, the end of that. This is the lake, Lake Lucerne. We go to Malters, where we have film up there. The lake cuts this way to give us the horseshoe. This kind of straight down cliff there, that should be Bergenstock. Behind it is, I gotta look this up because these are big mountains. Behind it is either Schlochberg or Haprissen. And this big one here that's going under the cloud, I believe, is Rotzenhallen, Mount Rotzenhallen. And then, of course, we've got Pilatus over here. Now, I've got film coming up next week of Pilatus and my hike there. And the very peak where the tram is, the gondola, the hotel, the Alp horns that are in the film, you really want to see that. That's just in the clouds. It's got some snow up there, so it's kind of like a gray on gray. Below that, though, is rock that doesn't have snow on it. That's where the chapel is that I hike down to. And then I keep hiking down, come around, and behind where this front step is where the toboggan, the slide, and the ski area is. Pretty neat stuff. So that's a preview of next week. You can hear my energy become very calm now. I've accomplished what I really set out to do. Obviously we have more hike and I'm not even halfway through, but this was a significant goal of mine to get here and look at this view and identify the mountains around and really get a better feel of what's happening here. So if you go down this valley, you get to is that where Engelberg is? I believe it is, in Mount Titlis. But Lundgren is somewhere over there too, so I think you go here and it splits. Lundgren is kind of more straight south, and Engelberg, boy oh boy, seems to be, in my mind, kind of directly behind Pilatus here. Anyway, I've got film of those places as well coming up in future weeks. And we are in the heart of the Alps for those films, so you definitely want to tune in for those. All right, thanks for joining me today. All right, we've entered a nice new farming valley. The Kleine Emme River is right over here. We're going to be traveling along that for quite a long time. The rest of segment 11 today, and then all of segment 12 tomorrow. And we are tied up with the Swiss National Route number 4, which is the St. James pilgrimage. That's the word I'm looking for. So we're going to be looking at a lot of churches for the next 2 segments. Small towns, churches. I'll switch the camera over. Let some VR take over. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget to subscribe. And make sure in the future you download, or even this if you want to rewind, the high version.